everyone, Zeddy here again today with yet another Festal Legends card review. We've got Priest and Shaman cards to go over. We'll have another card review later in the day where I believe there's going to be Druid and Paladin reviews in a few hours, couple hours, so stay tuned for that. And well, if you want to win some of these cards, I am doing a giveaway out of my pocket. You may have heard of 2 regular pre-orders, 3 mega bundles. All you have to do is like and comment in the video in the description below. The one I have disliked, it's terrible content, but you have to like it. That's the joke. Let's go with that. And for every 1,000 subs until we hit, basically until all the cards are revealed, I will add another mega bundle. We are almost halfway through the next 1,000 already. Thank you guys for that. So hit that sub button. Make me go broken. Well, let's start off with some Priest cards. Am I going to get mad because Priests are getting cards? Honestly, only thing that really gets me mad these days seems to be Rogue. And starting off, we have a new Priest weapon, Idol's Adjuration, a 1 mana 0/2 weapon. So dirt cheap. Doesn't get I don't believe we have a 0 mana weapon yet. So the cheapest it gets after your hero power costs 0. So it's like Raza, right? Raza is back in the game, kind of, not really. After you use it, lose 1 durability. So this basically gives you 2 free hero powers. Dark Bishop Benedictus, unless he's going to be revealed to be in the core set, is rotating, which makes this feel a little bit worse, where you can't like get 2 pings, right? Pings in, but this card, you play this and you save your hero power maybe for an overheal effect, can be quite good. That's the new keyword that's evergreen for Priest being introduced in this expansion. So we can see that keyword popping up in the core set. Next expansion's up until the end of time, really. And this card, just to me, it's like, okay, like you get 2 free hero powers. There's that new minion that I believe we got that new 1/1 this expansion that gives an extra durability. So that's like a 1 mana, you know, gain an extra hero power, right? Because this will get an extra durability. But overall, I just don't see this being run like at all. I don't see it at all. Like it just, I guess you really want to get those hero powers in. Maybe there's some more stuff that's coming out later that really makes sense of it, or you really want that, you know, 2 overheal that you would get with your hero power on something that you play and is at full health. I'll give it a 2 out of 5 in Standard and Wild. Wild might have more implications just because of, like what I said, Dark Bishop Benedictus. In Shadow Priest, it might be good enough there. You know what? 2 out of 5 in Standard. I'll give it a 3 out of 5 in Wild because it's basically 2 times Tour Guide, but it does fight that spot with like Shadow Cloth Needle, which did 1 AoE for every Shadow spell, which honestly is probably a lot better than that. Overall, yeah, just not an amazing card, but you never know. Maybe there'll be synergies that make a bit more sense with it later on. Next, we have the Dreamboat, a 2 mana, 1/2 Naga, Battle Cry. Restore 3 health to all other friendly minions. So that's quite a lot of healing. That's not bad. You get that no matter what. Not the face though, only minions. It gains +1/+1 for each one that is overhealed. So the dream situation is you have 6 minions on the board, you overheal all of them, and you gain +6/+6 on this minion, and you have a 7/8. I believe that's the max you can get, a 2 mana 7/8. That is broken. But yeah, you have to have a wide board in Priest, which is typically not that doable, and so far nothing makes me believe that this is going to be more than like, you need to hit at least 2 minions to get it to be a decent minion, right? I guess 1 minion, it's just a river croc, but you really want 2 or more for the payoff to be worth it. Can you reliably have 2 or more minions? It's not going to happen on curve almost always. It's not a curve play, so you get some healing on your minions. Has synergies possibly with, you know, if Norshar Cleric is still in Standard. It's a tough one. I honestly, like the battle card is pretty darn strong, and like the +1/+1 might not be that like important. I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 5 in Standard and Wild. Again, another card that these type of cards of heal all the other stuff haven't worked out that much, but yeah, you have overhealed going on, right? Like maybe that makes this healing stuff worth it. I'm not sold yet, but it's certainly a card I could absolutely be wrong about if it's further revealed. So yeah, 2 in standard, 2 in wild, and we'll have to see how it plays out. We've already gone over this card, but we have the heartthrob. What do we have? We have the Dreamboat and the heartthrob. Well, this is a card that can kind of work with a lot of this stuff, right? This is a 3-mana 2/5 undead minion that has overheal. Summon a random minion with cost equal to the amount overhealed. So you have, let's say in wild, Circle of Healing, 0 mana heal 4. You play this, you get a random 4-drop. You could play Greater Healing Potion, I believe I tweeted out. You get a random 12 drop if you overheal this by 12. I believe it's only going to count for overhealing this. I don't believe there's a cap on overheal. You can do as much as you want, but I don't believe like you play this and you overheal another minion it summons. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments, but I believe it's just totally to this. So you play this with your 0 mana hero power, you get a 2-drop. That's not bad, and it can snowball from there. So this minion itself can generate a bunch as long as you overheal it. I don't know, like, this is a card where if overheal's probably going to work out, like as a good mechanic, this will be it. It's got snowball ability, it got scam ability possibly. You might just get trash, you might get good stuff. I'll give it a very optimistic 3 out of 5 in standard. Maybe in wild where Circle of Healing and like Flash Heal, which is 1 mana heal 5, Binding Heal, 1 mana deal 5, it's targeted. Maybe it's good enough that it creates a whole deck there too. It's pretty optimistic the way wild works, but I'll give it a 3 across the board. I'll be very optimistic about this card, but chances are, it probably won't be that great, but you never know. Anything that could snowball like this, it at least has a shot. And the shaman reveal we have is, Ragnaros. Ragnaros is back in standard. He's a legendary shaman spell, a fire spell, one may say, and it is 5 mana. Transform a minion. You can, for whatever reason, give your opponent Rag. You transform a minion to Ragnaros the Fire Lord. Overload 2. Ragnaros is at 8 mana. Ragnaros is at 8 mana, 8/8. He deals 8 damage at the end of turn, and you can change your little totem, a swarmer, whatever you want, into it. You overload 2, but that can be discounted. We have that overload weapon where if you play overload cards, you can discount your next spell, and then you play that in like criminal lineup and just obliterate your opponent. Ragnaros normally costs 8. Even with the included overload cost, it's coming down for 5. This card, I just like, what deck's not going to want to play a 5 mana Ragnaros? Like, I don't see the downside to the card. It seems absolutely nuts. It's got an overload, which is an upside in some regards right now. In wild, you have the shaman quest that doubles up your spells. You can get more Ragnaros, Ragnarai. Just an absolutely ridiculously busted spell card, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if it'll follow the same rules. It can't be randomly generated because we have that new 4 mana card that after you cast a spell, you get a random fire spell in your hand. You can get Jive Insects that way, if that's the way it counts. But we even have that 1 mana spell in Shaman where you discover either a fire, I think frost or nature spell, and then you like put to the bottom of your deck. You can dredge it out. Maybe you get more that way. But regardless, as a standalone card, yeah, I gotta give it a 5 in standard. Like, why would you not play this? Why would you not, like, yeah, you have to turn another minion into, like, you're losing a minion, right? That's the part of the cost, right? But you're probably losing a totem. You're losing a piranha swarmer. You're losing something pretty irrelevant, right? And you're getting Rag, which you might be able to copy and do other shenanigans with. You could play this in a more aggressive deck. You could play it in a controlling deck. You could play it in a combo deck. It just seems to me like a no-brainer 5-star card in standard. In wild, where everything's based either around even shaman or Shutterwalk, this doesn't fit into either of those. Like, Shutterwalk, sure, I guess, like, just get a Rag out there, it's kind of nice, but it's not really what the deck's about. It'd have to go into something different, maybe Odd Shaman, I don't know, but something completely different. But regardless, just ridiculously good card in my opinion in standard. Even in wild, where I don't see where it sees play right away, I'll give it a 3. Where I could see it maybe making its own deck, something like that. And yeah, pretty ridiculous. And I think that's all the shaman cards today. If there's more, I don't see another shaman reveal on the schedule. If we take a look here, this card hasn't even been posted yet. There's one at 10 a.m., but no others posted. And I would think that all the cards will be revealed, but maybe it'll come in this like last dump on the 30th. But I believe that's it. We have, again, Druid and Paladin at noon my time, so we'll have another review up later today. They haven't posted the artwork. If there's any more Shaman cards, we'll review them then too. But overall, ridiculous. Rag's back, and he's he's really good. Anyways, we'll catch you guys later today. Enjoy the video. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe into that giveaway. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.